Good morning, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the very first live layout class of 2021. I am so excited to be back with you. As I said in some of my social media posts, I have obviously loved the break, being at home. I have been working still. Obviously, I've been connecting a little bit with some of you online, but I really miss this family. It's been fun to be at home with my family, but it's been really nice to be getting ready to be back with this family, my crafty family. So Happy New Year, Deb. Hi everyone. Good morning, Gail. How are you? So nice to be back on here, even though I can't see you. I know you can see me, and just know that I feel like we're all together. Good morning. Hi, Tanya, Gwen, Tam. Hi, oh hey Heather, Diane, Michelle, so nice to see you all. Hey Adele, happy New Year. It's funny, our family, good morning Kim, hi Carrie. Our family's we've done a few like big New Year's Eve things. Obviously nobody was going anywhere this year. But we've done a few in the past, Scott and I. We've been together for, I don't know, he's in the room. Scott, how many years have we been together? Like 24? I think 24 years. So we've been to almost 25 years. We've done a lot of big New Year's things in the past, but it's just Happy New Year, and then we move on and whatever. It's never really been a big thing, but gosh, I was excited for a new year. And no, I didn't think like we were just going to suddenly turn the page on the calendar and all was going to be fine, but it still feels fresh and it still feels good. Good morning. Hey, Andy. Heather, did I see the weird links posted on my lives? No, I haven't. Okay, I will check it out though at the end. Thank you for letting me know. I hadn't seen those, so I will have a look. Maybe if I don't see them, maybe could you screenshot it and email it to me? That'd be Unreal, or Messenger. Hey, Antoinette, Janine, Denise. Hey, Chris. Hi, everybody. Hello, if I've missed your name. Hey, Tina, Shauna. Hey, Mom, Sharon, hi. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Carolyn. So good to see you guys, and we'll see you guys here. Hey, Lindsay. Yeah, okay, Lindsay. So you're the second person that said that this morning. That is like literally just this morning, I think that's happened. In my comments under posts. Okay, no, it's not me. So I will get on that as soon as we're done for reporting a spam. Scott, apparently there's all kinds of things going on my Facebook. If you could go and check it out, that'd be great. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Laura. Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have so much to tell you. Usually we're only together like 45 minutes to maybe an hour. I'm hopefully going to keep it to that, but you guys, I've got a list. Look at how long my list is. My list is like so long. I have so much to talk to you about. Spammer asking for credit card. Okay, well, we will get on that. Scott's going to look at that right now, and then we will for sure take care of that right away. Thank you guys for letting me know. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Rebecca. I can report it by right-clicking the links and deleting them. Okay, perfect. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for watching out for me. I didn't see that, so thank you. Okay, I'm going to kind of start on my list. So, first of all, how was Christmas? Did you guys have a good Christmas? I know I connected with some of you online throughout the contest. That was amazing. I loved that. I loved learning about some of your traditions and things that you love doing. And obviously, you guys, the first one was the snow, which made me so happy. It lasted for about 3 or 4 days, but again, it's super wet and thick out here. So it's not like prairie snow, which is light and fluffy, but it was still fun. We loved it. It stuck around for a while. I think the last spot of it just went away a couple days ago because we've had a week of rain. I actually think we need a boat. We might have to get the kayaks out because I'm not kidding you guys, like so much water. But anyway, so fun to connect with you a little bit over the holidays on social media. So thanks for joining me, and for congratulations again to all of the winners. We ended up giving away 6 prize packs, which was so fun. And yeah, you know what? And it just really, as much as I missed being on here with you, it just really gave me the chance to kind of settle in and figure out a few new things that I wanted to do for the new year and how I wanted the new year to look. I think really for the business, for me, for you, all the things. So Christmas was good. We had 10 days of Scott and Emma and I with Alex in the house, which was amazing because it's usually just Alex and I. And so to have Scott and Emma at home with us was just amazing. So we got some really, really good family time, watched a ton of movies, ate a ton of food, opened a bunch of presents. We had a really nice time. So I hope you guys did too. My Christmas decor is not down yet. Obviously, this tree, you guys, I don't know when I'm taking this tree down. I just really like it in here, but I am kind of running out of space, hence the reason why we're building the shop, which again, my goal, cross my fingers, is like maybe end of March. I'm hopeful to have that shop open for all of the products so that I can have my studio space back. But I don't know when that's going down, but all the rest of the house still has all the Christmas decor up as well. I think I might wait until the 6th and do the whole until the end of the Ukrainian Christmas, which I'm not Ukrainian, but whatever, it sounds good. So yeah, thanks, Deb. I like it too. Yes, Denise, there is not a simple way, but I will tell you my trick. I will do that. Hey, Anna. Hi. Happy New Year. Hey, Penny. Okay, so yes, great Christmas. I hope you did too. Okay, I feel like I should be like checking these things off or I'm going to be taking your whole morning. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. I went through Happy New Year. I went through Christmas. Okay, so I want to touch for a minute on our new cut files. I'm so excited about them, and clearly you are too, because I have had actually an insane amount of downloads on those cut files. So thank you for supporting that for us. Obviously, there you have a lot of choice for digital cut files, and I hope that you support as many small businesses as you can. And I'm just so grateful that you're choosing to support my small business in another new way. I really, really love it. We've been working really hard on these. I'm so excited to be working with the designer that I am. And I just think that they're just so much fun. And so there's been lots of questions around them. So obviously we gave you a free one to start, and you guys have been enjoying that like crazy, which is awesome. And then you know what? The other ones are priced super reasonably. They're all under $2. There's different prices depending on the technical side of them. Obviously it takes a little longer to design some than others. But they're all there. They're ready. There's 26. We just pulled one off the site. I was finding there was a bit of a cut, an issue with the cutting of it, but we've fixed it and it's going to go back on the site here pretty quick. So there was 26 to start, which is amazing. And we already have another 12 to come out over the next 2 weeks. So I'm really excited about that, and a bunch of New Year's ones, which will be really fun for you to add to your projects. So a lot of the questions and conversation we've had recently has been, how are we going to support those of you that don't have a cutting machine? Obviously, the most ideal situation is if you do. They're super fun, and I think you'll get a lot of use out of it. I always say research, figure out what machine is best for you. I have a Cameo, but it is not user-friendly, you guys. If you are really into technology, which you guys know I'm not, I'm still learning as well, but I've also had a Cameo. I've had Silhouette product for about 8 years, but the new one, I bought the 4, and it's tricky. So the Cricut out of the box is much more user-friendly. The Brother Scan and Cut, much more user-friendly. So just do some research. If you're going to purchase one, do some research and figure out what is best for you, like your level, where you're at, what you want to do, and how much time you're willing to put into the technical side of things, because the Silhouette Cameo 4, which is what I have, it's a lot. And I still don't know all the things it does. But anyway, so that's my little PSA on cutting machines. So that's ideal if you have your own cutting machine. Oh, good, Allison. I'm so glad. I saw your order come in. I'm so glad that you're cutting them. That's awesome. Oh, a seasonal tree. I love that idea. I might just do that, you guys. I might just do that. So anyway, the next question that I've been getting about the cut files is how or if are we going to support those of you that don't have a cutting machine? So yes, we are going to support you. To start, we will be offering an option for you. I believe it goes online tomorrow. It might even be late tonight. It's just a lot of things on the back side because there are drop down menus and options that you're going to have. So we are going to support you. I know you guys can see the blue. It's kind of bugging me. You can see the blue light in my glasses, my lenses for the computer. So I'm sorry, that's probably not even bothering you, but it's bothering me. We are going to be supporting you and giving you options. So you're going to be able to purchase pre-cut cut files through us. So what that means is there's going to be, when you go onto the cut file right now, there isn't a drop down menu. It's just one price. You purchase it, you get a digital download emailed to you, and Bob's your uncle. That's it. What is going to change is that when you go to the cut file, there's going to be a drop down menu and there's going to be some choices. So you'll be able to choose digital file only, and that will be your whatever, $1.75, $1.95, whatever it is, and you will get the digital file emailed to you. There'll be a couple of drop downs of some options. We're going to give you an option. We're only doing basic cardstock colors, and I believe it's only going to be black, white, and dark craft at the moment. If that changes, you'll see it when we post it up. We're just trying to look at stock and make sure we have everything to support your purchases. So you'll be able to order them that way. So you'll be able to order the cut file in those different cardstock colors. How it's going to work is going to be very basic, ladies. There will be no size changes. And they are going to obviously be a little bit of a higher price. So they're going to be anywhere from, I think, $7 to $10 shipped. So if you're making an order of other product, they'll just go in that. If you're only ordering pre-cut cut files, they will not be shipped like we do now with tracking in the big box, all the things. They will be put in cardboard, our cardboard mailers, so that they don't bend, but they won't be shipped with tracking. So those are just few little things that you need to be thinking about when you're purchasing them. We're trying to make them as inexpensive as possible for you. Obviously, your best bet is to order them with other products. So they go in your tracked box. But if you are ordering just pre-cut cut files, they're just going to go in a cardboard mailer and they're just going to be mailed without tracking. So that means if they don't arrive, there is no way to track them. And unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to replace them. So that's just going to kind of have to be a chance you take. And again, we've had to price them in a way where it's obviously cost of material, cost of time, and cost of wear and tear on our machine. So that's kind of in a nutshell. So I think it'll be super fun for you, and it'll give you a taste of them and then let you decide if it's a machine that you do want to purchase. I think that that's a really good thing. But ideally, these were made for if you have your own cutting machine, but we are going to offer this as an option for you so that you can try them. We want you to try them. I want as many people out there using Jennifer Edwardson Creative Ink cut files as possible. So we are putting this option together for you. So I hope that answers your question and that makes you super duper happy. Any more questions about that, let me know. I'm trying to just also look at the questions at the same time. Yeah, Anna, I agree. Software issues with the Cameo are tricky, and I always like to make sure I let people know before they go in. I do, like I said, I don't have a Cricut, but I know lots and lots of people that do, and they love it. They find it really user-friendly. And also the Brother Scan and Cut is also a really great machine, which I actually think I may look into possibly purchasing one for the business because it's a really cool tool as well. Yes, Anna, they're scalable when you get the download, so you can scale them on your own machine at home, but we won't be scaling pre-cut cut files. So thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, no, we had to really kind of figure out how it was going to work because the machines are expensive, the blades are expensive, the mats are expensive. And if we're going to be doing a lot of pre-cutting, and they also take a lot of time. They don't, it does take time to cut them, peel them off, pop all the centers out, make sure everything is correct, pack and ship them. So we do have to adjust for that in the cost. But like I said, it is a really great option for you to try a handful of files, see if you like them, and see if that's something that you want to invest in. So we're really looking forward to being able to support you as well. The Cricut is amazing. Absolutely, Allison. Yeah, for sure. Good. Yeah, Tina, absolutely. So for me, like I said, I've always had Silhouette. I had a Cricut, but years ago, like cartridge Cricut. But the top three that I have kind of spoken with people about, like I said, I have the Silhouette, but it is a really technical machine. The Cricut is fantastic, really user-friendly. And the Brother Scan and Cut is great. So those are the three that I suggest. Yeah, Debbie, so there's lots of questions about that, and we made a bunch. If you read through, like on every cut file, we are super specific on there. We are not a tech team. Okay, so we created the files, and if you have any file specific questions about our file, so if you get the download and your file isn't working or it's not cutting properly or whatever, those are questions to come to us with. If you are looking for technical questions on how to download, change things, use the machines, there are 1,000,001 YouTube videos. There are chat groups like crazy, like tons of Facebook groups, support groups. So that's where we were super specific in there. You need to know your machine. So please make sure you know your machine and what files it supports, because we list the 3 files that we are giving you the cut files in. Okay. So make sure you know all of that before you purchase them. Or just do a little bit of education and try to figure it out and ask a lot of questions. Okay, so yeah, Tam. There's a lot of YouTube channels and Facebook groups. That's not us. We are simply the retailer. We're designing and we're selling, and we are not going to be able to answer a lot of those technical questions. Because we don't have all those machines. Like, I don't have them. My team doesn't have them. We work all on Silhouette. Everyone that's in my team that's working on these cut files, we're all in Silhouette. So, but there's tons and tons of information. You guys can go back and forth with each other on them for sure. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Awesome that you guys are supporting each other. That's great. Yeah, absolutely, Adele. No, it's gonna be a great option for you. So that's cut files. So yay for cut files, new cut files coming. And tomorrow, like I said, maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow is when we're going to press the OK Live button on the options for you to order the pre-cut cut files. Okay. I'm like literally checking off of my list because there are so many things I want to tell you about. Okay. So next thing, if you have not subscribed to receive our blog updates, make sure you do that. You can do that on on jenniferedwardson.com, the main website, or you can also do it on shopjenniferedwardson.com. There's a little box and you can go ahead to receive the blog updates. So the blog went out last night that included this. So this is, I think there we go. There, it's in the right camera. So this is our new monthly calendar. So what we're doing is I'm offering a monthly calendar at the beginning of every month, probably put it out a couple of days before month's end or maybe in the last week of the month prior. And it's just going to tell you everything that we're doing in the month. Unfortunately, I'm not going to come every Sunday. We're not going to be here every Sunday and every Wednesday. It was an amazing opportunity for all of us to get together throughout this past year, and I don't want to stop connecting, obviously. I want to connect more and more and more, but what I was finding was there's lots of things that you're wanting, and there's lots of things I want to give you, and when I'm doing 2 project-based lives every single week, I was really struggling to be able to build classes and other content for you. So, I just needed a little bit more time. So what I did was I put together this calendar. It has everything on here. So we're kind of going to go every other Sunday and a couple of Wednesdays. There's even a Thursday in there. I've put on there that when the sketches are posted. We have a new workshop coming up, which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. And I've put all that information on here as well. So this is going to come out at the beginning for every month, and this is just going to kind of keep us organized throughout the year and still keep connecting. And then that way too, you guys, you don't have to feel like you're falling behind, because I know there was lots of you that did a lot of catch up over the holidays on lives that you missed. So we created this in a PDF, and I actually created it in a PDF, and I loaded it to the website. I did it all for you, which was I was like patting myself on the back all day yesterday because I figured this out all on my own, which again, just baby steps. You guys are probably like, it's just a PDF file, but that's a big deal. I was able to convert a file and load it for you. So anyway, I did all that for you and it's all ready. Good. Oh, I'm so glad that you love the calendar, you guys. Good. I gave you a little hint on this too. This one, and it was in the blog post, this little welcome 2021, that is a little sneak peek of one of our brand new cut files. Those files should be posted by the end of this week. They're just in the finalizing stages right now. We totally finished all the design on them last week, and now we're just getting them all created into all 3 file sizes that, or file formats, sorry, that we need, and then we'll load them to the website, and I'll make sure that you get a post to let you know. Thank you, Sarah. That was a big deal. I was like, I was like seriously patting myself on the back. I was excited. And I think that Deneen was really excited too to know that I wasn't asking her to continually change things into PDF and load them for me. So I think she's pretty happy that I'm learning new things too. So anyway, new calendar. I love the idea. I hope you do too. Like I said, it's not that I want to connect with you less. I just want to be able to offer you a lot of other things that I know you're looking for. And I have a lot of things that I want to share with you too. And I just need a little more time to be able to do that. So, Emily, is the calendar on the website? It's not, but it's going to. We just have to create a page for it, and it's not something that we've done yet. I think it's on our list for this week. So there isn't a specific spot on the website yet, but it will. We're going to add a few different things. We're kind of upgrading a few spots on the website to add some of these new things that we're offering. So currently, you just have to go into the blog post. I posted the blog link in both the Facebook group, Jennifer Edwardson Making More Memories, and it's also on my main business page, Jennifer Edwardson Creative Inc. So if you just click on that, it'll take you right to it. The printable link is right there. So for right this very second, that's the only place you can find it. So yeah, just you deleted the newsletter. That's no big deal. You don't need the newsletter. It was in the blog post from yesterday. So just go onto social media, click on that blog post, and you'll see it. I think it's like the second post of, I think there's the workshop and then the blog post. So it's right there. Perfect. Yes, no, for sure. The Welcome 2020 is so, it's good. It's a really cute cut file. I really love it. So yeah, it'll be available here really quick for you. Or 2021. Yes, you're right. Not 2020. We do not need to welcome 2020 back again. Okay, so new monthly calendar is on the blog. Something else that I put out in the newsletter, if you don't receive the newsletter, again, you can sign up for that on the shopping website or on my main website, shopjenniferedwardson.com or jenniferedwardson.com. Both places will take you there. And I stayed up super late a few nights ago, and I added a ton of product to the sale section of the shopping cart. So if you go to shopjenniferedwardson.com, on the top navigation bar, all the way on the right hand side, you're going to see the sale section, and I added a ton of product in there. So if you're looking for some good deals, that's a great place. Once they're gone, they're gone. But that's a nice little updated section for you as well. And so in relation to that, I have new kits coming. I've made a few hints. One of them I said was the new, it was a new collection by Simple Stories, and it's called Hello. Oh my gosh, just a sec. I'm going to look. Hello Today is what it's called. Hello Today. So it's coming. It's probably going to be listed, I would think, within the next week. And again, so just kind of touching back on cut files, we're going to be adding some digital downloads for cut files with our kits. So you're going to have some options there as well. Again, we will offer the pre-cut file option. There'll just be a different price for that. So that new kit is coming. So I've got 2 new kits coming that I have in stock right now. And then I have, I think, 4 new ones on order. So over the next 6 to 8 weeks kind of thing, you're going to see a bunch of new product coming out for sure. Yes, Hello Today. It's such a great collection. Oh my gosh, they just knocked it out of the park. So I'm really excited to offer that one to you. So new kits coming. Okay, I have 3 more things, and then we're going to get scrapbooking because that's really why you came. Let's be honest. Brand new workshop, double layout workshop. I just opened registration this morning. It's January 31st. We're going to do 2 doubles in 2 hours, and you're going to work with a cut file. So again, talking about options, when you click on this, you're going to go to shopjenniferedwardson.com. You're going to click on workshops, and it's the first workshop listed. It's called Double. And you're going to see in the top, you're going to see the price, and it'll say with digital cut file, and that price is there. And then you're going to see with pre-cut cut file, and that price is there. So if you are going to register for that workshop, and I hope you do, I'm super excited to hang out with you for a couple hours. You have to make sure, if you are ordering the pre-cut cut file, if you want us to cut it and send it to you, you need to register by the 18th of the month. You have to give me the 2 weeks so that we get them cut and get them out to you. Mail has been taking forever, and it's not going to change really quick right now. Obviously, the Christmas rush is over, but Canada Post has been taking a little bit longer to get everywhere. And I want to make sure that you get that cut file in time for class, because one of the doubles is going to feature this cut file. So we're going to do one of the doubles just with product, and you're going to get that product list. And then the other one, there's going to be product plus this cut file. So that is on the website. You can register for that right now. I'm actually, as we've been sitting here, I've been seeing registrations coming in for that. So that's on the website right now. Double layout workshop, and it's under workshops on the website. Okay. It does sound like a Canadian Timmy's workshop. It totally does. Yeah, absolutely. So I've got the double workshops, which we're going to be doing throughout the whole year. And then the other one that we're going to be doing in February is called triple play. So double is going to be 2 doubles. And then the triple play workshops are always going to be 3 singles. But they're going to be different throughout the year. So those are going to be recurring workshops that you're going to see throughout the year. So my goal is to try to connect with you kind of the same amount, but in different ways. So lots more workshops are going to be added to the website. So that's how we're starting. We're starting with our double on January 31st, and registration is open right now. Okay, so you can go and do that. One more thing. Oh, okay, I did a really cool thing just before the holidays, and I think I made a little post because I took a picture while I was doing it. Kim, you need to get 2 screens going. That's hilarious. It's all there. Don't worry. You know what? That workshop, I didn't even put a number on it. So the more the merrier. I left that wide open. So there's tons of you that you'll all get in. If you want to take it, you can take it. I left the number wide open on that. So don't panic. So the cool thing I did, this is really, really fun. So right before the holidays, I recorded my first podcast. I'm not doing a podcast. I was a guest on a podcast. So I'm really excited about that. I was super nervous. I did my homework and I was prepped and I was all ready. But yeah, I was a guest on a podcast, and that is supposed to be coming out this month. So I'm really excited. So as soon as I get the details of the date that it's coming out, I'll post the links, and then you guys can go and listen to me on this podcast. I mean, if you want to listen to me talk a little further, but it was really, really fun. And we talked about some really cool things. And I'm really excited about it. So that was a really cool thing I did. And it is supposed to be coming out this month. So I promise I will post that, and then you guys can all listen and see what I had to say, because it was cool. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Okay. Have I missed? I think I've probably missed a ton of your questions. Yes, Tam, more UIOP 10 layout workshops. That is absolutely going to happen for sure. And my goal is to possibly do 2 this year at different times, kind of halfway through the year. And then again, I'm thinking maybe spring, fall is what I'm thinking. But again, that is kind of why I was trying to do a calendar, because that's going to allow me more time to build those bigger workshops for you, because they do take so much time. And I think I said in the calendar, I'm writing to you every month in the calendar. I'm writing to you. And one of the things that I wrote in the January calendar was just goals, just different things that we're all trying to attain this year. I don't do resolutions, because I think that most of the time we make these lists, they put so much pressure on us, but we all have goals. And one of my goals was just a little more balance. I love what I do. You guys know that. But I've been working like 14 or 16 hours a day in this studio, and I love it so much, but it's, I need a little bit more I need to do some laundry, I think is the end of it's kind of really what I mean. I need to do some laundry. I need to dust my house. I need to maybe cook more than maybe 2 meals a week for my child. I think that's what it comes down to. I get so caught up in here, and I get into this zone, and I've got my hair on my head, and usually 2 pairs of glasses, because I'm usually wearing a pair of glasses, and then there's usually one on my head, and I'm in sweatpants, and I get in this zone of just creating and crafting and working on the website and doing all the things. And then I forget the world around me. And I really think that I need to maybe take care of my house a little bit more and my family. So that's kind of that's it. So I'm just a little more balanced is what that's what I'm going for. So we're going to see how that goes. So I need your support. You need to help me. So yeah, that's it. That's all the talking I'm going to do. I have just talked to you for 31 minutes. Who wants to start scrapbooking? Let's start scrapbooking. I'm going to switch the screen, and we are going to scrapbook a layout. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. So this layout here, is the one based on the sketch. This one is of one of our horses, of course, because can never have too many horsey layouts. This is Emma's oldest mare. She's the mama of one of our babies, and we just love her, and we moved her out to Calgary earlier in 2020, and so I decided that she needed her own page. So that is what we're working on today. So again, lots of punches. This is the one I used. I put it in the supplies that I'd used, like a 1.5 inch. This is a really, really old Marvi Hokkaido one. I promise you I've had it for probably 10 or 12 years. But that's the one I use, but you can use any size you want. But I really did a lot of dimension, and I wanted to kind of see, can you guys see like all the 3D foam in behind there? I think you can, kind of all in here. So I punched the circles out, and then I cut a lot of them kind of in half. And then a few of them I cut just on this side here as well. So you can see where the circle is. Then I just made it into the corners. And then I literally, on every single circle, I ran my glue just a line along the bottom. And I left everything else flippy floppy. So you can see it, right? So I put them all on first. And then I went in behind and I just tucked some 3D foam kind of in behind. You can see all my 3D foam. I even raised up one of these little strips here. So that's how I did this bottom. The cool thing about this is it looks really great on the bottom, but I also thought it'd be cool too if you guys wanted to do a double, you could super easily switch this and do it like this, and then have all of your circles down the left side of your left page and then down the right side of your right page. I thought that would be really fun as well. Also, if you wanted to do something a little bit different, you could shift this whole thing up a little bit, and you could put your circle border kind of down in here. So you had like more of this paper showing at the bottom, and you could just move this circle right up into here and then have it kind of build, and so that the whole center of your layout was built. So again, like we always talk about all the different things that you can do with the sketches. And these were just kind of some ideas that I had as I was building after I built all of the things. So there's lots and lots of choices. So remember, this is your layout, right? This is just how I created it based on our sketch, but you can do all kinds of fun things, okay? So I'm trying to see, what did you say? Don't take offense. One of your kiddos did something silly. Yes, I will reach. Oh, Kim, that is not for me. Okay. I think you said to message you after. I will message you after. Okay, so back to this, girls. So what you're going to start with is your 12 by 12 cardstock base. So I did a white cardstock base. On this one is actually I'm going to do as a vintage. This is going to be one of my vintage layouts. It's one of my goals this year is to get, I have a box of the vintage photos, and I'm going to really, really try hard to get those into an album and all into layouts. So today my second layout is going to be for vintage photos. So I've just got some little placeholders here because I'm going to add those after. I've got all my pieces pre-cut so that you didn't have to listen to me punching and cutting. So my first piece is this craft cardstock here. Okay, I'm going to set this one just a little bit further over. So 12 by 12 craft cardstock is my base. And then your first pattern paper cut's 11.5 by 11.5. Okay, 11.5. Hey, Erica, how are you? Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Your first, like I said, your first cut is your 11.5 by 11.5 pattern paper. I'm going to just pull mine down here because you know me, I'm going to do a little bit of quick sanding on here. I like to have my nice white edges. I'm just going to move all my pieces so I don't kick them right off the page here. So I'm going to take a little bit of color off the edge of my page, and then you're just going to go ahead and adhere that centered onto your base. Okay, so 11.5 by 11.5 centered onto your base. And if I'm shaking the camera, I'm sorry. I always tell you that I'm not going to sand when we're together because you don't need to listen to that. But then somehow I completely just forgot to do it before. So I'm just going to adhere that onto there. Use whatever you want. Use a tape runner. Use your glue. Whatever works for you. Clearly I need to find a tape runner that is full and ready to go. Isn't it pretty, Carolyn? So this paper collection, this is our Heritage Creative Kit. And you know what? Here's the cool thing. This is really fun for those of you that don't have this yet. We were sold out on the website, and I went through and did kind of like a little stock check when I was adding all the sale items to my website. And I found three more Heritage kits. I'm just like literally doing glue, girls, because again, we're not using photos, so paper to paper is fine to use your glue. 3 more Heritage kits. They're live on the website right now. So if this is a collection that you did not get your hands on when it was first released late in the fall, I think it was November, I added them to the website. So if you want one of these, go get it. Because again, everything that is on the website right now, once it's gone, it's gone. It won't be replenished. I won't be reordering anything that's currently there other than cardstock and adhesive, right? New year, new product. Yeah, same, Jennifer. I have so many black and white photos, I know, and I'm really excited that I have them. I'm so lucky that I've got them, and they're from... I've got a little bit of my dad's side of the family, but it's mostly my mom's side of the family. And so anyway, I'm just hopeful that I can get all of those into my albums this year. So I'm excited about that. So, okay, next step, ladies, I'm going to go on these little paper strips. So I've just been sanding the edges. So these are the strips I'm talking about. So this little multicolored one, I've got 2 of the same, and then I've got one that's different. Okay, so your 2 of the same, these are like 1/2 of an inch by 12. Sorry, not by 12, by 11.5. So 1/2 inch or 3/8 of an inch by 11.5, because we're only going to the edge of this big piece of pattern paper, right? And remember, mine I just cut from pattern paper, but if you have like a border sheet that has different size pre-cut strips, well, that's okay. These widths don't have to be the same as mine. They can be however you want them, right? So mine just happened to be that width. So I'll even show you. I think this one is these ones are 1/2, and then I think on my new layout, I think they're 3/8. Oh, they're 1/2 too. There you go. So you need 2 of the same that are 1/2 by 11.5. Okay, and then you need one, this blue one up top here. I started at 1.5 by 11.5, 1.5 by 11.5, but I border punched the top. So remember that yours might be a different width than mine, depending on if you border punch, if you don't border punch, however you want to deal with that. So I'm just going to cut my little ends off here. And totally missed putting it under the guard. So your border punch piece is going to be different depending on what border punch you used, right? So mine is right here. I've got just like a nice little scallop on it, and you can get those prepped and ready, and then I will tell you where we're putting them. So again, remember, if you're wanting to do your circle border up higher, you can be prepping for that. But we're going to go ahead and do these ones first. Okay. So this is what we're working for. We want 2 of the same and one just a little bit different. Okay. So the first one you're going to put down is this one that has the border at the top. So the border punch, if you want to do that. So where I put it, I am 4 inches down. So the top of my border punch is 4 inches down from the top of my base. Okay, so if you're looking for a measurement, the top of my border punch, my wider piece, my 1.5 inch wide piece, the top of it is 4 inches down from the top. Okay, so again, just remembering that that is going to look different based on what kind of a border punch you use, or if you didn't use one at all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do a little bit of quick sanding on this so that I get a little bit of white on here, which you know I like. Happy New Year, Trina. Nice to see you. You missed all the talking. We talked for like, we didn't talk. Yeah, we talked. You guys had lots of input, but I did a lot of talking. We talked for about 30 minutes. So much fun information. So much fun new. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start on here. I'm just going to straighten this out because you know how I like things nice and straight. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to start with this guy, and I'm going to do a little overlapping on the bottom. I'm going to stick with my glue until I get into my photos. Remember, we don't want to use liquid glue on the back of photos, but we can use it paper to paper. So there we go. That's it, just like that one. Okay, we're all on track. You guys are good. So the next piece I'm going to put down is one of these strips, but I'm actually going to raise it with 3D foam. So it's going to give me a chance to do a little tucking underneath when I get to my photos, if I want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this little 1/2 inch by 11.5 inch piece, and I'm going to raise it with 3D foam. Okay. That one is going to go right there. So really, we're just making the space to put our photos in between, and then we're going to put this one down at the bottom after, and then we'll build our circle pieces. Okay? So pop out some 3D foam and get that going. Okay, we are not going to use big, huge ones. Good grief. And you know how I like to make sure I have lots of 3D foam. But you want to make sure too that you're still giving yourself room on either side so that we can do a little tucking up underneath if we want, right? I did vacuum my floor recently. I don't know if you remember before Christmas where I was like, oh my God, I literally can't see my floor. I was not exaggerating. I had so many paper bits on my floor, but I did tidy it all up. So I've been trying to hit the garbage can now when I do these. So I'm coming up and I'm almost lining this up with the bottom of this other patterned paper, our first strip that we put down. Okay, so I've got that in there nice and straight, and there we go. Okay, perfect. All right, put these side by side so you can kind of see them. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start layering in. So I'm not using my photos on this. Like I said, I've got some cards here that I'm just placing on. So I'm going to take one that's in there for like my 3x4, and then I've got another 3x4, which this one I raised up, ladies. So the one on the left, it's all the way out to the left edge of my base, and that one's flat. Okay, so this one of M walking, this one's flat, this one's raised, and then the two on the outside, these two little 2x2s, these guys are flat as well. Okay, so all I'm going to do here, I'm actually just going to refill, because apparently I didn't realize that my adhesive was, so if you can hear me opening all my adhesive, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. So I'm actually just going to do like a little spot of adhesive because I just want these to sit where I want them, and then I'll replace them with the vintage photos when I'm ready. So 3x4s side by side, and then I'm going to go ahead and then put your 2x2s out on the right side. Right, Tam? Did you forget what color your carpet was? Like, I honestly was like, holy smokes, I had so much paper kicking around. And it was funny because the dogs would come and walk underneath me, and it would be like crinkling underneath them. And I get, like I said, I get in here and I get in my zone, and then next thing you know, you can barely move because I've thrown things all over. And for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, no, I put everything away after I do it. Well, I am so jealous of you. You're my hero, and I'd like to be you when I grow up, because I just can't. I get going and paper is literally flying, and it's perfect. It's the kind of the way I work. But I did get to the point where I needed to actually be able to see my floor. It was a little ridiculous. Okay, I am just getting my bottom little piece ready. So this guy is going to go flat. Okay, so he's flat, and I'm putting him under. So you can see, like, even between the two, like, look at the difference, right? So this guy, I didn't go quite, he's a little bit wider. This one's a little bit lower. So my circles are probably going to come and flip up a little bit higher at the bottom, and that's okay. Like, however it works for you guys, everyone is going to be a little bit different. guess here, under the photo frames, you're putting down 3-inch measurement to the bottom. I will tell you. I think it is what it is. So what is it here? About 2 3/4, Tam. So it depends. So it just depends on the width of your pieces up here, girls. So whatever size, if you used a border punch, if you didn't use a border punch, how much you overlapped, right? So this one I've got on my left here of the horse layout. It's a little bit more narrow. This one's wider because I used a different border punch on here than I did on here. So I was left with more paper here. So that's just going to make your adjustment, right? And then it'll depend on what size circles you're using, right? So if your circle punch is smaller or bigger, that's going to make a difference too. So I had just used 20-ish, but I'm using a 1 1 1/4 inch circle punch. So it's just going to depend on what size you use. So now in here, we're going to go into this space. So here you can see the story. So these are both from our printables. Tidy crafters make me nervous. That's hilarious, Andy. So funny. So these printables are from, these cards are from some of our printables. So you can find those under digital and printables on the website. So this one I cut out, and it's a little bit smaller. So obviously we're in like 3x4. The space between these two, like the two smallers and our second 3x4, this is 3.5 inches wide by 4. Okay, so 3.5 inches wide by 4. So obviously journal cards aren't usually 3.5 inches wide. So you can go ahead and cut a piece of pattern paper. So on this one, I used this really cute black and white check, and I really made a really nice base. And then I used 2 little pink strips from the collection as well, which I thought really tied everything in, because this pattern paper I used as some of these circles here, right? So I went ahead and added these guys here. So you can kind of fill this in however it works for you, because on this one, this is a 3x4 card. Obviously it's still not quite big enough, but I kind of like this pattern underneath. So I'm not totally sure. I do have a piece of red that I think I might use that was in that collection. And I think it might actually make that pop out. It's kind of like this burnt orange. So I think I might cut that and see what I think. I'm just going to grab it here real quick and see if it's too much. I think it's kind of pretty. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just cut that super duper quick. So 3.5 by 4, and then I'm just going to tuck it in under there. So you guys can play with that space kind of however it works for you. And yes, I know that I just went and grabbed my trimmer that literally has needed a blade for about 3 years. But I am literally going to use it until it actually will not cut anymore, because it is my favorite. And yes, I will pull out one of my other mini trimmers that work just fine. We all have our favorites, right? You have your favorites. Okay, so I'm just going to sand off these edges super fast. I'm going to slip that in there. So whatever you're filling that space with. 2 3/4. Oh, I understand. Oh, I understand what you're doing, Tam. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. I gotcha. Okay. So see how this is? So this is so pretty. It's got like a little bit of a pattern underneath them. This is from the Heritage Kit as well. It's like pre-printed. So nice. Anyway, okay, I'm going to stick this under here, and this one I am going to stick down. I'm going to use my tape runner. Get this guy under here, all lined up. Perfect. And then this piece can go ahead and go down now. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm just going to, because I haven't put my photos in, I'm just going to tack my little piece down for like 2 seconds. I'll just, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of adhesive on here. And I'm just going to stick that like that. And then that way, when I go to add my photos, I still have some space. Hey, Happy New Year, Jamie. Hi. Creativity is messy, Chris. I totally agree. It is. It's that process, right? Okay. I am going to do a little sand on this little journal card. I'm going to stick this guy in here. Oh, I love that, Allison. I'm so glad your little 6-year-old is with you, boy or girl. It's so fun to craft with your child. Emma, we actually just found when she was home, we found all her scrapbooks from when she was little, because she used to do the same thing. She used to craft right along with me, and they're so cute. They're so cute. She actually wants me to ship them out to her place in Calgary. So see, look at that. How fun is that? Just like that. So then I have that little bit of that kind of burnt orange reddy border, and it matches the flowers. So I like that in there. I'm going to go ahead, same thing. I'm just going to tack this down until I get my photos in there, and I'll probably have this one finished here in the next day or so. And then I'll be sure to post it as well. But yeah, lots more vintage photos. You know, it's so hard to tell on some of these. I think that's right side up. I'm going to, like I said, lots more vintage layouts throughout the year. So I'll definitely be posting those as well for inspiration too. Girl and loves to scrapbook. Oh, I love that. That's so fun. Yeah, no, it's really cool. Well, Emma, of course, she's 20 now, and she just thought it was seriously so fun to look back on what she'd done. So I think that's so great. She's going to, as she gets older, she's going to love looking back on them. So good. Awesome. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at now. Now we get to go on to the fun circles. So these are a little finicky, right? They're not, this isn't just like a quick and easy, whenever you're adding different shapes like this and you're having to make adjustments and cut and you want to get your patterns all the way that you want them. So all I did was I pre-cut a bunch of my, or pre-punched a bunch of my circles. So again, whatever you're using for a template, a punch, however you're making that work. I'm just going to push this up just a touch so that you guys can see how we're kind of putting all this together at the bottom. So I've got like 20-ish different punches and, circles punched out. And now we're just going to start layering them on. So you'll see in here, maybe I'll put this guy like this. So I did start right at the bottom, but remember my tops are all they're free, right? They're all like flippy floppy up so that you can stick in behind and layer. So all you're going to do is just start. So I cut all these guys in half. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to get out my little trimmer and I'm just going to start cutting some of these guys in half. Okay, so that's kind of your first step. So just get started. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of start layering them out and see kind of what pattern I want and just get going. Okay, so I usually do, so see how I kind of have one here and then I've left like a 1/2 inch space. I'm going to do that in a couple of different spots because then what I can do is come in, say like this clock one, and I can cut the little bottom off of that and then I can have that be like a full circle. So see how there's these B's here? I just cut the bottom off to make it flat and I covered up the spaces. So you're just doing a little bit of layering, but also putting in a couple of big circles as well. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with those. So I'm just going to take a little bit off the bottom. So now that's flat on the bottom and then that's ready in there. Okay, so just go ahead and start cutting them up, get them the way that you want them and start layering. I'm not sure how many patterns I used, Tina. Let's see. With this one here, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm like 9 or 10 different patterns, but remember back and front, right? So using different sides. So however that works for you. I know, Erica, you love circles. I know. I did a few circle layouts kind of in the later part of last year. And when I was doing this one, I was like, oh, I'm digging out my punches again. Because, you know, they're like the forgotten child. You forget that you have them. And they're such a great addition to your projects. So, yeah, like I said, this little circle punch, I've had it for a gazillion years. Okay, I think I want to put another little blue one here. So see when I get to the end here, so like at this end, I just did a 1/2 circle. Like on my left end, it's just a 1/2 circle and I've got this little space. And I'm going to fill that in with a left edge cut in behind. But over here, I'm going to go ahead and just cut this little edge off and just so that it makes it into my corner. Okay, so that's just what you want to, when you're putting it all together, just do a little bit of planning, right? So you've got them there. And now I can go ahead and I can just glue those guys down and then I can just keep filling. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put a little bit of glue just like on this side edge here. And then just along the bottom, I'm going to get my pin so that I can actually get glue out of my bottle. Good grief, you guys. I'm the one that's always telling you, don't forget to put your pin back in. And here I went and did not put my pin back in. Okay, so there. A little bit on the bottom, a little bit on the side. And then just stick that down. And like barely push on it. This glue dries really quick, right? So remember, this is my favorite, my Dry as Clear art glitter glue with that, the metal pin. So just a tiny little bit along the bottom. I'm gonna probably overlap this guy. Okay, right in there. Kim, guillotine cutter benefit over... Oh, well, this is a perfect example of when to use a guillotine. Absolutely. I use my guillotine on every single project that I do. I use both trimmers. So my 12 by 12 flat base trimmer. And then I always use my guillotine. I have two. This one fits 8.5 by 11 inch paper. And then I also have a smaller one. I think Creative Memories makes one too, a smaller one. This is actually, these are tonic trimmers. But I have a smaller one and I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 5 by 7 or 4 by 6. So it's maybe about this, like maybe that size. And I use them on every single project. And this is the, like I said, this is the perfect example of when to use them, because you've got something really small like this and it's great. I just grabbed this one, but I would probably even be using my smaller one for this. Because outside of all these big cuts, I can use these smaller trimmers for all of this. I used it for all like my photos, my journal card, and then especially cutting pieces like this. So I actually think I would probably have a harder time scrapbooking now without it. Just I'm super used to using a guillotine. So that would be my reason why, and I will always suggest that for sure. That would be a great addition to your supplies. Is a smaller guillotine. I do have a big guillotine as well. The big 12-inch base one, and I use that a ton, but it has like a special spot in my studio, and I moved to it. So it's not one that, because it's bigger, right? If I'm going to work with it, I go to where it lives. It's not one that's easy to just pack around and move into your space. So that's kind of how I feel about the big one, but the little one, yeah, I think I'd have a hard time crafting without it now that I've been using it for so long. Okay, so there's kind of like my start, right? So I've got my start along the bottom. Now I'm going to come in with that bigger circle where I just took the bottom off of, and I'm just going to cover up that space. But then again, remember that leaves this up so that when I'm done, I can go ahead and add that 3D foam in there. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at now. So now I'm just going to keep going along and doing the same thing. I'm going to cut up a few more. Love these little butterflies. I'm going to cut them. I think this little red one will look super cute covering up this little space. So remember, you got double-sided papers, right? So flip them over, use two sides, and just really fill in all those spots. What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to do a circle one here. So I'll cut the bottom off of this. Stick this guy in here. Where's my other little blue butterfly? No, he's upside down. Oh, I think I'll use maybe this one right here. Flip it over, use the other pattern. This collection kit came with so many beautiful papers. And let's use another clock one here. Hey Celine, how are you? Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Yeah, I think you guys are probably very similar. We just we watched some movies, we ate some food, and waited for the ball to drop, and then went to bed. That was kind of happy New Year for us. And then we went on a nice hike the next day, and Alex went bike riding. So yeah, it was a great start for us, but very, very quiet for sure. So now, ladies, when I come back in here, now this gives me the opportunity to start sticking up in behind, right? So I think I'm going to come in here, put a nice big circle right in here. So again, same thing. I'm just going to do a little bit of adhesive on the back, bottom back, and I'm just going to tuck that in there. This one here, I'm going to cut a half in half. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. So I've got this little piece right here, and I'm just going to tuck it in here. Those of you, I don't know, I'm a tweezer girl. I'm actually just going to pull them out because I find it way easier to work. But I like holding a lot of this kind of stuff with tweezers and just kind of coming in there. So see, I just kind of filled in behind there. And yeah, now I'm just going to keep on going. Just keep tucking up in behind, and then I'll put some 3D foam in there. So you guys are doing good. You're getting all this, you're getting all your pieces down. It's just a little bit finicky and slow, but I think the end result is so pretty, so it's worth it. I'm gonna get this guy in here and behind. I think I'm gonna cut the side off of this one. And you guys will figure it out kind of as you go, right? It's just kind of when you start putting pieces together. So see, now that one kind of comes in there, right? And that's probably a little confusing having the bees on top there, but I want you to see the end result at the same time that I'm building in behind here. So let's put this one down. Put this guy in here. I'm going to put a little bit of butterfly in behind here. So like I said to you earlier, we have had so much rain. I'm just listening to it outside. It is just, it's crazy how much it's raining. I really can't believe we haven't just floated away. We were going to go for a little hike again today, but I don't know. We'll see. Scott and Alex have been doing a ton of up the mountain. So Alex has been getting some skiing in, and Scott has been snowshoeing. I just about said horseshoeing. He was not horseshoeing. He was snowshoeing. They were up the mountain yesterday, and he took our husky up to snowshoe for the first time, and oh my gosh, he loved it. But let me tell you how tired that puppy was. Oh my gosh, he came home and just crashed. He slept hard, but they did. They had a great day. Great day up the mountain. Well, I stayed home and got to be crafty, which I love. Oh, sunny here. Well, that gives me hope, Deb, because you're up island from me. So hopefully that means it's coming our way because it's pretty wet and dark. And I would like to go. We go up on the island. We've got amazing mountain biking trails. And Alex is a mountain biker as well, and so he bikes and we walk with the dog. And I say dog, I know you guys know I have lots of dogs, but we only have one that likes to walk with us, to be honest with you. I think our little puggle, Wilma, I think she would like to go more, but she's so naughty and she just barks at everybody and it's embarrassing. So she doesn't come because she cannot control herself. So anyway, that's that. I think we're going to do that later today. Okay, I'm just going to move this trimmer. So this is where I'm stopping with these circles. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some 3D foam in there because they look super duper flat and it's cute, but it's not what I want. So now I'm going to come in here with some little 3D foam squares and I'm going to tuck them in behind. I cannot believe how dry my hands are. I did put cream on before, but I'm telling you. Okay, so now I get to just lift up and tuck these in behind all these. So this is so fun because then this is where it kind of starts to come to life a little bit. And it gives that little bit of dimension and movement that I just think is so pretty. I'll move that down a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. So yeah, so then just get your little 3D foam squares or circles and start tucking them in behind and just give yourself a little bit of movement down there, wherever you want to put them. So I'm just going to stick all these in there and pop all this up. You can do this with any shape, girls. Like you can do this with, gosh, be super cute with little hearts or stars. Like on a boy layout, you could do this for a boy and do it with stars. And So anything, you can do it with anything you want. You know what else would be super cute? If you had like the little word bubble punch. That'd be so fun. You could do like, or even mix it in, like if you had circles and then you had a few little word bubbles, and you could put those little word bubbles in there with different words on them that you spelled out with it, alphas. You do so much. It's just super easy, but it's just another great way to use some of your tools that, like I said, they're like the forgotten child. You need to pull them out every once in a while and show them a little bit of love. So that is what we're doing here. So there, so see, look, how fun, right? You can see the dimension there, and it just kind of raises it all up. And then you've got lots of space up in here if you wanted to add a nice big chunky title. I did my title here, I did the big move, so I did more of like a tone on tone for that and move, and then the big chunky word. And then you can get something up in here if you want to do a little bit of embellishing up in there too. You could do whatever you've got, little die cut ephemera in there, some chip stickers, whatever you want. You've got lots of options in there for some embellishment. Snowflakes. Oh, love the snowflake, Sherry. That's a great idea. Oh, balloons for New Year's Eve. That's awesome, Sharon. Yeah, super great idea. Absolutely. No, there's like a million different things. Whatever kind of punches you have, shapes, whatever you want. I'm just a bit of a circle lover, but there are so many options, and like I said, so many different ways to twist and turn and make these your own, whether it's a single or a double. Like I said, if you did this and you wanted to do it as a double, that'd be super cute like that. I don't think I have my camera up high enough to show it all at once, but that'd be kind of fun. Obviously not these two pages together, but it'd be kind of fun to have your shapes down the sides, right? So, or even if you wanted to do it like this, like if you had like a cloud border punch or something, you could do this again and do it with a cloud. That'd be super fun. Have your layered clouds up there. So all kinds of options for something like this. And again, as always, right, you can reuse the sketch and do something a little bit different next time you go to do it. So that's it, girls. There's your layout. Nice and easy. Just a little bit of time, just a little bit of putting all your bits together. And I will be sure to get this one posted up today. I'll get that on the website today, and then I'll finish this one up and I'll post it soon as well. Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm back. How much fun is it that I'm like getting so good at, here I am, you can see me, and then I can switch over to the project. I'm pretty proud of myself that we're there. We're starting out the year all advanced with our technology. Well, I'm trying. We're getting there. So lots of fun things. So a couple of other things that I wanted to mention for those of you, we talked a little bit about the blog. Make sure that you register to receive the blog updates, because we've been doing a lot of additions and there's lots more to come. We've added so many of these videos to our YouTube channel. So it's under the same business, Jennifer Edwardson Creative Inc. You'll find it on YouTube. So if you want to go there, and you can bookmark, like, save, all the things. So the videos are being added there. And I think there's like 25 of them now or something. Danine's been doing an amazing job of getting those all loaded. So that's really cool. So those are on the YouTube channel. And of course they're saved on here as well. You can always watch them here too. And, but yeah, so the blog, the newsletter, all of those things, everything has just been, it's gotten a really great update. There's lots more content that has been added and will continue to be added. So yeah, lots of fun, exciting things. I think such a great start to the year. I'm so happy to spend this time with you. Remember, go to the blog. The links are in the social media, and print off that calendar so that you can mark those dates down and know when I'm going to be here. I will give you guys posts and updates and everything on social media so that you don't miss anything. I'll let you know when it's time and when we're coming back. But remember to go. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to show you. The printables. Did you guys see the new calendar printables? We posted those just the other day. That came out in the newsletter. So we gave you 2 new printables, and they are this. I actually just put mine on a little card, a little ring, because I'm actually making a project with them. But we did 2 different printables for you. So we did a script 2021 calendar for all 12 months, and then we did a block print 2021 calendar. So these are like this because I'm actually making a little project, and when that's done, I will be posting that for you. But these are super, super great cards, and we're giving them to you for free. They've been free since the 1st, and we're letting you download them for free until 8 p.m. tonight. So after 8 p.m. they will be a small fee. It's only $1.25. Like, it's not super expensive, but they're free right now. So if you want these calendar printables, so these are amazing for layouts, for journals, for your 6x8 albums, for pocket pages, or for a little calendar project that I'm going to be doing as well. So go and download those. Website, under digital, under printables, and you'll see them. Yeah, so those are there, free until 8 p.m. tonight. You can enjoy those. But yeah, go to the website, check it all out. There's so much new for you guys to be enjoying, so many new things, and register for that workshop because I want to see you at the end of the month in that double workshop. And we'll just be seeing you online soon. So like I said, the calendar's there, check it out, like print it off, check it all up. Check it all out, not check it up, and make sure that you know kind of what we've got going on. And if I might even just surprise you and come on live just because. And so make sure your notifications are turned on. So as always, thank you so much. Like, share, comment, do all the things that help small businesses grow online. I really appreciate it. Share with your friends, invite them in on the fun, and make sure that you're posting your projects into our new Facebook group. We've been there a few months now. It is going to, within the next couple of days, we've put the request in, but it's been a public group. It's now actually going to be a private group. So you do have to ask to join, and then it's going to be a private space just for everybody that's in there. I wanted to give you a safe space for you to post your projects. So thank you to all of you that have been posting regularly in that group, but I wanted to make sure that it was a safe place for you to all post your projects and feel like, yes, it's a group, but that it's not just public out there for all of Facebook to see. So you can know that we've added that, and I think that comes into effect. It takes 3 to 4 days. I think we're about halfway through that time now. So make sure you're posting these in that group so that we can all see them. And as always, reach out if you need anything, you have any questions, interact with me on social media. I'm always there and ready to answer. And I'm really looking forward to an amazing 2021 with you all. Okay, so thanks for the time today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. For those of you that are heading back to work tomorrow after the holidays, have an amazing first day back at work. I'm going to be thinking about you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you all soon. So thanks for this morning, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.